Bandidos, and we're live. It's Saturday, April 8th, and we're going to continue what we're having as a beautiful week to finish off this global event. Let's get it rocking right now.
It was all a dream. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. And if you don't know, now you know. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Used to run G's, Lucy Beach, Mr. Freak. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Funk master flex love. And if you don't know, now you know. Star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a trick, same number, same hood. It's all good. It was all a dream.
Watch this.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. What up, Bandidos? A quick shout out to Reaper Hawk and Silent Rage for giving me those beautiful subs. Thanks for you guys' contribution to the channel, the cause, and supporting my dream. And today we're going to be jumping into some more Reanimated. We had a really great outcome from yesterday's stream, and that was, I think, making one of the best builds for Reanimated. And so we're kind of on a roll. This is a quick peek at it. I'm not going to go through all the details today, but you know, let's see if we can one up it, basically. But this one was surrounded by the M1A2QB, or built on the M1A2QB, I should say. And really, it took a lot of fine tuning to get it to work. Because look at that damage, right? Look at that total damage. And notice I got 1.9 million armor here. And no backpack damage talent, and no weapon damage talent, right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So there's a lot to get that to make sense and to get it to work. But we did it, Bandidos. And it's even better than the profit build that we created a couple of days ago. So if you're running that profit build and you said to yourself, God, this has got to be the best Reanimated build in the game, which I was thinking too, then I'm going to change your mind with this build. So look forward to a new build video in the morning. It's probably going to be our last Reanimated build, but this one is so good. I'm also going to fine tune it for to persist outside of the Reanimated event. So it is worth getting this bad boy together, but also just like it is, and you'll see in the morning, because for the Golden Bullet event, this should be useful for that one as well. But today we're gonna continue our journey down the Reanimated fun build road, and the idea here is to go for max XP. And why do we want all that XP? Is because with this event you get these red stars, and those red stars allow you to purchase these beasts over here. So you can get named item caches, legacy season caches, and exotic caches. That's the best of what you're looking at here on this menu. And so I usually go for named item caches. I recommend especially new players to stick to those, the named item caches, because there's some very important gear that comes out of it, like the Dark Winter, Death Grips, Murakami knee pads, the Emperor's Guard knee pads, the Hollow Man mask, so on and so forth. Lots of good gear is in the named item category. And then exotics, you just, you know, if you're looking for something specific like the Memento backpack or whatever, RNG is going to work against you, as it always does. And so you got a lot there to work. And so it's very expensive to be leaving it up to RNG. I mean, everything's up to RNG, but very expensive, a very expensive way of farming exotics. I don't normally do that unless you're at the stage of like, I just have all these resources and know where to spend them. Then yeah, it's time to just fill up on exotics. Why not? So today we're going to look at this. We're going to start off with the Relic. Okay. So the Relic is a named, I guess G8, right? That they gave us in season 11. It's kind of the complement to the Prophet that we did get to work finally for both in the event and out of the event. And so we're going to sort of do the same exercise with the Relic, but that's not it today. I'm just going to start there because that's the easiest transition from yesterday's stream. We're also going to look at the Tactical Super 90 SBS. I did look at some other rifles. I don't have that MK17. I know a couple of people were looking forward to that, but I just don't have it. And that's the closest weapon to the CQB, and that one drops damage even more. And everything from there is just going to be sacrificing a lot of defense to get them to work. You can make them to work, but they're just not going to be as enjoyable, I don't think, for the way I play, at least. Whatever. So we're going to work on that, and then also today's agenda. Those should go relatively quick. especially the first weapon, the Relic. It shouldn't be that difficult. And then we're gonna pop into assault rifles. Probably close out the week with assault rifles too. So I'll be creating these builds. So the Eagle Bear and the Bighorn are really good assault rifles. And of course we got the Merciless. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to that. It's sort of on the bottom of the list of priorities, just because it's got a very low weapon damage. And then, you know, to try to get it to one-shot kill could be pretty much a challenge. Now these won't be one-shot kills, but these will be like full auto, bang them on the head kind of deal. So just kind of a different way to play for those that love assault rifles. Okay, so let's look at this G8 now. Actually, let me put on my other side here the SVD, because this is what you're working against. Okay, so if we look at this and then let's run a comparison. So the Relic is in on the right. So notice that right off the bat, what you probably notice is that the SVD has a higher base weapon damage, and then the RPM is a little bit lower, but that's not going to matter because you're not really using the full RPM potential that these weapons have. If you do, you just kind of start going all over the place. But either way, the Relic's got a little bit more RPM, and then your mag, you got 15 at the SVD, 20 in the Relic, and we might even be able to make that even larger. It looks like we can with another. That's 30 rounds. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. I don't even know if I want that, to be honest with you. But you can go plus 20 rounds, go 40, but there's 10 rounds with no reload speed adjustment, plus 40. You show up to 40 additional rounds. That's a lot for a marksman rifle. I mean, let's see if we can make it work. We'll start there. But yeah, so really interesting. That's one of the advantages right there over the SVD, because the SVD can't go that high. So we got 5 rounds and that's it. So, okay, that's big. And see, we got a full set of mods. So the mods change per weapon. So it looks like this one does take the laser pointer. I'm not sure if this one does. It doesn't. So there's another difference right there. So the Relic takes the laser pointer. That's actually a pretty big deal. That's 20% amp damage without any downside. And up here, we would want to look to see if it could take the stability mod, the Omega, and it looks like it can. That's a really good mod for any weapon that needs some stability. And then up here, you should have the full breadth of what's available. And we're probably going to start with the no scope. So let's do that maximum stability here as well. So we're going to do a plus 15 stability, and then let's go for more stability. And that's the stability will allow us to move out of cover. So yeah, I'm going to go even over the top of my stability, but what's our reload speed? 1.8. That's a really good reload speed too, actually. Let's look at this comparison here on reload speed. Let's see, SVD's on the left. So yeah, the reload speed's faster on the Relic right off the bat. So this has always been the case. So you know, on paper, the G8 has always looked better than the SVD. And then when I go out there and actually play with it, there's just something about it where it's just like, no, the SVD just feels better. We'll see. We'll see. It's been a while since I've done this. It's been probably since season 8 since I've ran the G8. So maybe I'll like it better. I don't know. We did whip it out at the beginning of the season for a few minutes, but I haven't given it much attention. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and put, either reload speed or stability, but I'm going to go ahead and go for stability, go over the top. I might lose that, but I'm not going to play this at range. My goal is to be able to move with this as much as possible. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the memento. So we learned that the memento is one of the best talents for determined, and so that's what the Relic brings us, right? If I didn't mention that, but it brings perfect determined. And so determined is basically get one headshot with this weapon, and then that point forward you can be able to chain kill, headshot chain kill, as long as you have the headhunter talent on the chest. And it doesn't matter where you can where you shoot the enemy. You can shoot them in the foot, the knees, a weak point, or whatever, and they'll take that as a headshot damage and probably die unless they're wearing a helmet. So and then there'll be some slight adjustments in 17.2. We did have Morten Ryberg jump in the stream the other day, and we kind of had a quick chat with him. We downloaded our thoughts on Determined and how great it was for console players. And he basically said that, you know, it's going to be a headshot, body shot kind of thing, and that it should still be pretty powerful with Headhunter. I figured that's what they were going to do, and it sounds like that's what they're going to do, and we'll probably see that in 17.2. So what's up, everybody on the YouTube side as well? We got Chevy Muscle, Grumpy, Sick Jim, Biko, what up? One of the first there. Good to see you, Black John Wick, Chris in the house again. Lightheart, what up, man? Welcome to the stream. Eyes back for more trouble. Kelly, what's up, man? Voss, gotta say hi to my boys. Black John Wick, what up, brother? So, sorry if I missed everybody. Can't get everybody, but you know, I try. But anyway, so we're gonna start with the memento. So we determined, like I said, that for determined, kill confirmed is the best. Now, the reason why is we learned the other day when we were building that profit build that that basically determined recalculates the damage on every kill or every hit, but definitely every kill. And if you have a variable damage on your build and you kill the enemy with or without that damage, then 2 shots later or 2 kills later, you probably will not be able to one-shot the enemy anymore, because it holds it for 2. And we learned that one of the reasons why we learned that, one of the ways we learned that is we were running with, I don't have it right here, but we were running with the Dodge City holster, and we found out that the Dodge City holster only lasts for 2 kill shots after you proc it. So you proc it, kill shot, and then one more kill shot, I think. It might have been proc it, kill shot, but I think it was 2. I think it was 2 after you proc it. So we tried to put the Dodge City holster with the profit, and we found out like you only get 2 free shots with it, and then after that you didn't have the power, and that's because it recalculated without the holster damage. And so because the holster damage dissipates, so well, it's just not there. And so same thing. So if you run vigilance, my point is if you run vigilance on your backpack, all right, and then you use vigilance to get your one-shot kill, and you're working and you're running around killing things, and then you take damage, right, and you get that next headshot kill. That next headshot kill is from 2 kills ago when vigilance was active, but 2 kills later, that vigilance non-active kill will kick in and you'll stop chain killing. And so it looks like it's a bug, but we realize that it's recalculating and carrying over for at least 2 kills before it applies the new damage, which is sort of grace. Now, and then that sort of, and it all made sense as I was thinking about it, because I was like, okay, that's part of how they intended this weapon to work. So their whole part about like, it's not supposed to be perpetual body shots over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so they built that into the equation by making it recalculate damage every 2 shots or every 2 kills. And so, you know, that's the part that's technically going to be fixed. So, you know, so that they're going to make Headhunter just like basically the the Dodge City holster. Dodge City holster is crazy. You're like, so with one Dodge City holster shot, we hit for 40 million. Then we got 40 million, 40 million, and then boom, it dropped all the way down to 6 million. And so that's what they're gonna do to Headhunter, right? Whatever your Headhunter proc is, it's gonna be like wham, wham, and then it's gonna drop off. And so and then you have to get another headshot. So they're gonna say body shot, headshot, body shot, headshot. And that's why it's every 2 kills. Anyway, sorry if that's confusing. The point is you want stable damage everywhere on your build, okay? Stable damage. So, and then we're playing into the bonus armor. We want to play into the bonus armor. That's where we're going with this build. Okay, so yesterday we ran the M1ACQB, right? And so it was a challenge. And so I was really excited that we got it to work. The reason why it was a challenge is because of the base weapon damage. But there's more to these weapons. You have headshot damage, right? Now, the headshot damage on certain weapons is applied as a bonus attribute or a silent attribute. So it's not on the weapon stats, but it'll show up on your stats page here, right? So I got 241% on my marksman, but look at my rifle, 193%. That's crazy, right? You're like, well, how's the rifle so close? Look at the weapon. So this got 111% headshot damage right there, right? This has crit damage. So the rifle has a passive headshot damage attribute that shows up on your stat board, so it gets you closer. Anyways, my point is that this is easier because it comes with 111 right on the top, technically being higher than the rifle. So that's where the bonus is. So although the damage is really close between these two, 270 and 265, basically the same, and I got 5 expertise on that. But either way, they're basically the same, very close. But the win is the extra headshot damage there. And especially when you're not running the crits. Not running crits. Let's see here. What up, Larry? Smurf in the house. What up, Smurfy? Blue also. What up? We got both blues? What? We got 2 blues? QZ, what up, Mosley? Okay, so because we're running the marksman, we can now run the 4 full pieces of hotshot if we want to. Which one do we want though, huh? Let's try the weapon handling. And then let's just kind of get out there and then get a quick test. Let me see if I got another chest piece. We could run the walker. Still farming. I haven't looked at the map yet either. And then we got max protection from release. This should just work right away. We'll see. We'll see. Everything should be the same. We should have everything locked. Let's take off that and let's just put, I don't want to worry about that skill. And then let's make sure I got the right mod there. Repair, we should have a longer duration. It's cool. And then scan rate doesn't matter. Actually, we want that to be health. Sorry. All right, let's just get rolling. I mean, if we can get it to work. So, I wish I had armor on these knees. Let me look before we go. Okay, we know what we're looking for, I guess. I have a feeling I do have it. It's probably on my other character. Let me push that off real quick. Let's make a little bit of room. So we can grab some gear on the way. So I might take off hot shots though, so you know, just to do something different, but I want to get going and see where we are with power. I like 2-piece hot shots for the damage potential, but the damage and weapon handling, but we don't have to go with the 4-piece. 3 pieces seems to make a lot of sense too, though, for that headshot damage. It's an easy 30. Right on, noob. Noob Ramos. Are you taking it into the dark zone there, Ramos? Action, what's up, man? Happy Happy Saturday to you. All right, so we got to earn some ammo real quick. What's cool about running this weapon is that it frees up an exotic slot, right? Because it's a named item. Named items are really cool for that reason. Like when you find a good named item, like the Dark Winter, then you can run the Nemesis as a back. And then we are running Sharpshooter. So if we decide not to, we can run the Nemesis and then run Gunner. Hold on, why is my game audio not on? Hold on a second. I can't hear my game audio. Can you guys hear my game audio? Or is that just me? There it is. Got it. All right. Game audio. Might turn it up too loud now. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Okay, ammo. So you basically, so we talked about this yesterday. Ammo with all directives is a big deal, right? Especially with sniper rifles. Because even when you get your kill with your pistol, you don't get a lot of that ammo. And then we're not going to get our reserves. Oh, that's why. I'm sorry. Damn it. So you only get the auto regeneration of ammo when you're in cover, and my goal is to not play in cover with this thing. You know what I mean? So, and if we can get that to work, it'll be... if we can get this to work basically like what we were doing with the M1A2QB, it might even be better, you know? I mean, the mag is, we talk about the mag being a big deal, and look at that mag. And the RPM isn't as fast, but, you know, it's a good trade-off. So if we can get this to work like the CQB, it would be a better build. And we don't have any expertise, so let's keep that in mind. And of course, the event buffs it. So working in and out of the event are is an exercise of like rebalancing your damage and defense. So I'm planning on doing that for the CQB build, taking it out of the event and making it good for just standard heroic. But it is an important build to have for the golden bullet too. So that green stuff is reanimated. And so the reanimated, if you're not aware, that green stuff heals you, hurts them, right? And so, and then you got more headshot damage, basically around 2x. I don't know what it is for sure, but it's about 2x more. There we go. So notice we got 45 rounds on the sniper, but the pistol, I mean, the rifle's got 268, and that's a big advantage for the, so we should be active. So now we're one-shotting almost right away, 9.8. And it's a guaranteed crit. So it is going to be an easier thing to get, right? Because we got the guaranteed crit working for us too. And that was without trophies, of course. So now that we have trophies, and when we get full trophies, you know, we should be even easier. Look at our armor, and that's part of the appeal here. And so what you want to do, so that what I'm trying to do is make builds for players that aren't great at headshots. And so I want to give you the ability to just basically pump shots out to these enemies. And the concept should still work even outside of the current, how do you say, the current configuration of determined. So when they change it, what you're gonna want to do is basically just aim for the head and spam the trigger, and sometimes you'll land it square, sometimes you'll miss. But the big mags and the and the talents will give you that ability to. Oh, look, it just disengaged right there. Sometimes it does that apparently. So let's re-earn it without the tech. Let's try to re-earn it without the tech 50. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Holy shit. Might be better than M1A. Come on, motherfucker. Boss is going down. Boss down. It's actually really easy to proc it without even the using the TAC 50. I kind of like that. Because the TAC 50 slows you down. Not that I love you, the TAC 50, but it does slow you down. It's mostly the what do you call it? Look at, they're immune. Are you seeing this? Look at this. He's immune. You watching that? And now I'm out of ammo. He is completely immune. My headhunter was active. Am I about to delta or something? Now he's not. You guys saw that? That was crazy. He was completely immune. We are using the Relic, which we haven't given any attention to, but it's got me interested now. See the ammo situation? That's an issue. So the good news is that it looks like we're gonna be able to proc without the TAC 50, so we might want to just put on Gunner. We'll get goddamn. So that's our problem, right? Like I have no ammo on my fucking rifle. But anyways, get the 10% armor on kill, and then the ammo whether we're in or out of cover. We lose 50% stability doing that. And so the problem is when you get that ammo on kill, it's only 22 rounds. I mean, that sucks. It's just a real little bit. I can use 22 rounds, and that's not even a full mag, right? What are other mag options, by the way? I don't even know if I need 40 rounds. That's just ridiculous. I reload way before that happens. Maybe the more stability. Yeah, I'll take that. 20 rounds for more stability. You can see the stability is still an issue, right? You guys seeing that? Even though I'm playing the way I'm playing, the stability is still an issue. See and that's the difference between the rifle. What you're looking at is the crosshairs and how long those crosshairs stay open. Come on, fucking fire. World's longest fire, man, I swear. So when you move, and moving counts as shooting, shooting counts as moving. You're already out of ammo. The crosshairs open, and that causes you to have a harder time landing with precision. And that's why I say you don't really use your full RPMs off of these weapons.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
See how many misses were there? So so we want to add even more weapon handling, I think. I think we want to go over the top with it. I mean, the truth is once you earn determined, you don't need to, so we'll consider changing it. Because once you have determined, you have a bigger target, so it's okay to not be precise anymore. You can run it basically like a shotgun to the body, center mass. But I don't want to permanently set it that way. I mean, I want you to be going for the head and accidentally hit the body. Because of how they're going to change the talent in the future. So to give it some longevity, I think that's the way to go. Nah, I mean, players. Yeah, those crosshairs bother me. I'm watching how spread they are. So with the rifle, we were able to look, we're out of ammo again. Jesus Christ. With the rifle, we were able to take these really easy shots at range. And but even with determined proct, it's gonna be tough to take shots at range on the move. See, look at that. Look how easy it is for me to miss, you know? And it matters. It matters because when you're spawn killing, or you want to be spawn killing, you got 5 targets coming out. You want to no escape, basically, right? So right here. The damage is looking good. So we're at 11.2 out of ammo. Without having to use the TAC 50. Okay, bossy, bossy. That felt good right there. So it's boom, stagger, boom, boom, boom. So the stagger effect on the SVD is really good, and you want to see the same thing on this one. See if we get the stagger. Nope, he's just dead. Oh, here we go, spawn. Because you don't want to be chasing these guys all around, right? Out of ammo. We gave that feedback to Morton on day 1 too. That was like the ammo. And so the set gives you the ability to auto reload, but without precision, though this weapon lacks, you know, we're hardly gonna be playing into that, right? So, okay, let's go. So we know we can do it. So let's go fine tune the build and make ourselves unstoppable. But let me get some gear before I do. Skeletor in the house. Skeletor. Ooh, that's kind of a nice badger.
Supply room access unlocked.
All right, here we go. Reset that back to the White House. So I think I'll probably keep 2 or 3 hot shots. Definitely 2. Hey guys, the latest build is pinned to the top of the chat. That's the adapted Dread Edict SVD build. Pretty bad, pretty bad. Bad in a good way. And then tomorrow morning, we'll have another build video to carry you through the end of the event. Okay, gonna be quiet for just a minute. So my goal, okay, so remember, to make good builds, I get this question a lot. Tux, how do you make your builds in Division 2, right? Well, you got to state your objective, your goal. What is your goal for the build? What do you want it to do for you? And for this one, I want it to play out of cover full time, okay? That's our goal, play out of cover full time. I want it to work just like the M1A, but have the advantage of a larger mag and easier to do it because the rifle category has more headshot strength options as well as more headshot damage than the rifle. So that's the objective, full time out of cover, and we're gonna need the memento and its stable damage to do that. And so anything that forces me to stay in cover is not gonna be our friend. So let's look for options outside of that. Yeah, I have Overlord with Headhunter, but I think it would take 2 pieces of Overlord to get the accuracy. 3 pieces to get the weapon handling, and we'd lose a lot there. And if I go with the ninja, we'll lose that 30% weapon damage and bonus armor, which will pin us down to cover, which is fine, but we have that build already. I think that's our Dread Edict build. I'm happy with that one, you know what I mean? So what I'm looking for here is, so what I'm looking for is the weapon handling is the most important part, you know? So that's what I'm looking at here is like, okay, how do we get all these things to align? We need to load on more weapon handling. So that's what I'm looking at here. There you go. And obviously at the cost of some armor, which I don't want to do, but weapon handling is obviously an issue. And then we're also going to have to switch to gunner. There's just no way we can maintain with sharpshooters. So notice sharpshooters breathe control gives you 15% headshot damage. So we're going to lose some there, and then increase weapon stability, which is also nice. But and we definitely need that. And we're going to lose it with gunner because gunner only works when you're standing still and we're moving. But with this ammo situation, I mean, what are we going to do about that? I mean, I guess we could turn off Pistolero, but let's try first with gunner. And also we're going to get the 10% armor on kill, so I don't mind losing a little bit of armor if we're going to have a little bit of 10% armor on kill. But the odds are we're not going to use that armor on kill too much. So I'm trading off a little bit of headshot damage. We lost a lot of headshot damage technically, but I'm trading it for weapon handling. That's why I'm not doing another hot shots. So another hot shots would equate to more weapon or more headshot damage, where this is giving us 15% weapon damage, or yeah, 50% weapon damage. Another hot shots would give us 30% headshot damage, which would mean more to the build. It's just that we're gonna lose that weapon handling slot and headshot damage slot. So that's 30% headshot damage, where this is equaling basically 15% marksman rifle plus 10% headshot damage. So it's almost a wash. But what I get is that extra weapon handling slot, which is important for what we're trying to do. Which is why I took off the Habsburg chest, because it had an armor regen slot, and I'm gonna need to run Providence. You could also go Walker, but I'm gonna stick with Providence, and then I'm gonna put headshot damage and then weapon handling there. And then I got all my protection from elite mods on. So we got one red core. I'm okay with that because we got 10% armor on kill, plus the bonus armor, plus the regen. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so 201% headshot damage, 200%, and that doesn't matter. All right, and if we need our nemesis, we could get rid of the pistol, but we'll keep it like that. And then I think we're good. So I just loaded. Oh, yeah. Let's look at our weapon handling. So stability, 135% stability, and then weapon handling at 60.5%. All right. Now, Gunner's going to give you 10% more weapon handling when standing still, which does happen from time to time. But we're looking, this is our base stats, basically. All right. And so, yeah, it does hurt to lose sharpshooter because you're losing 15%, right? You're losing 15% of stability, and that's what we want. We want stability. So I might go back to that and just say, hey, guys, we're just going to have to use our ammo. I mean, use our pistol a lot, which is not the worst thing. It is the Regulus. You can also use a Prophet.
Hostile control point identified.
Good news. That's pretty easy without trophies. We're right on the edge too. 10.1 crit without trophies is a great place to be. You don't want too much over damage, right? You want just the right kind of damage. You don't want over damage. If you have too much over damage, then I would probably, you know, add more defense or whatever. And it looks like we have room because we have over damage even without trophies, right? 10.9. And I think that's where the crit helps. We were talking about that yesterday. We were like, what are we going to do with this crit? There's 16.5 million. We were like, what are we going to do with this crit? Like, why is it helpful? You know? And I think it just helps you kind of throw it over, just over the edge so that maybe you can adjust the figure. Like maybe add one more armor core. That's how I figure out, because I don't really get the point of the guaranteed crit because you can't play into it. We tried. So we were like, let's load up the build with nothing but crit damage and headshot damage. And we were like, we realized that you still have to activate the talent. Handling feels good. Could always use more though. So I would rather add more handling than more armor or even protection from elites with this build, because the handling is gonna matter. I'd want it to be over the top, if anything, you know. Especially knowing that ammo is gonna be an issue. So we're doing a little bit better than last time because Gunner's kicking in. Pistol for ammo. So as long as you do that, like on your last kill, it's really easy to proc this with this gun. I like that we don't have to use the any of the heavy weapons to do it. See that? Really easy. So that's one advantage right there. That frees up your weapon slots to what you prefer. And then, well, it didn't proc there. And your specialization to whatever you prefer. I still might go back to sharpshooter because, again, like I said, weapon handling means everything to us on this one. A lot of missed shots right there. And if we do go back to sharpshooter, it's just gonna be, you know, rotating that pistol. But because of how easy it is to proc without the TAC 50 or the Nemesis, then I think I'm more comfortable doing that than even on the rifle build or the pistol build, because I don't need the TAC 50, even though we will have it. But notice all those misses? That's insane. Did it drop ammo? I'm gonna let the zombie up so I can get more ammo, right? And proc headhunter. More ammo. And then we can actually stick with the pistol. There we go. More. No ammo. So it thinks at some point it thinks you got too much ammo, and apparently that's around this mark. Bad ass, guys. I gotta say, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I think, so from what I just learned, so we were doing all of that without full trophies. We basically got those about just over the halfway point. And so we were doing it right out of the gate. Again, that's marksman rifle advantage. So I say that we, what are you shooting at, bro? Oh, that zombie? So I say that we go back and I think we can take another crack at it to add more handling. So we got headshot damage there. The question is how and where. So we got weapon handling there, weapon handling on the chest, weapon handling on the gloves and the knees. So the only place we have is that one slot there. And then rolling back to the specialization sharpshooter. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because it's so easy to proc determined that what I'm gonna do is just rotate in the pistol more, and it'll be fun to do it. And it'll be fun to do it. I mean, you can even probably hold to the Prophet, maybe. We'll see. Prophet might still be too weak, but all right. And that's probably the only change we need to make to the build. Let's go give it a whirl. Let's look at our stats real quick, all right? So we're at 135 stability, 60 weapon handling, and 200% headshot damage. Just picked up damage, 216 headshot damage, 150% stability. We were at 135 before. And now weapon handling is 60%. Yeah, because it's not weapon handling that it gives you stability. All right, so that's the one that we need to work on right there. Okay, so what did we do? Because my options are limited. I need to find one somewhere that has, so I can pull that one over. Let me see if I got another hot shots. I mean, we could try crafting on too. Should be able to. Weapon handling shouldn't be the hardest thing to come by, right? Because we want armor.
So good to sit down. My back is killing me.
J Mitch, what up, man? We should like start having a betting. I want like a betting like app or something like that, because I go to the, you guys see me coming to this crafting bench all the time. We should like start a pool, like a live pool going. Oh, wouldn't that be so cool? Like how many rolls is it gonna take to get what you need? You know? Yeah, it should come, weapon handling should be one of the default things. So, but we'll see. The other day we were in here looking for some hazard protection on Eclipse. There it is. Cool. All right, so what we're gonna have to re-roll is the armor on there. And then we're gonna optimize the handling. And I am gonna do that because I know I'm gonna use this piece in the future. Armor with weapon handling is great. Of course I need more Riker stuff. Crafting is expensive. It's so expensive. And I do it all the time. Optimizing is what I mean. Optimizing is expensive. And the other day, I got like 50 or 60 of these. The other day, I was like, oh, you know, that should be way more than enough. I'll just surplus them up, right? I'm just surprised I'm never full. Look, I ran out of electronics to do that. You see that? Ooh, it just sucks you dry. All right, so optimize. It's like the succubus of the Division 2. The optimization station. No point on hoarding anything though, right? Use it or lose it. We'll just clean up real quick, guys. Okay, junk, got it. We fill up when you have all your directives, you fill up on crap real fast. I'll just open these up. And there's no expertise on our weapon too. Imagine that. Like, we should probably add a little bit of expertise, huh? Oh, that's kind of nice. We'll see. I'll add it later. If it works out, it's gonna come down to that handling. But I gotta say, is like, it's easier to use this classification versus that one. Way easier. We got so much more flexibility here. We got more pieces that roll into the build with bigger buffs than on the rifle class, right? The rifle class, you only got the 10% rifle damage, and then everything else is like another brand set, like Walker or whatever. But this has got Habsburg, it's got Providence and Walker and Araldi, Hot Shots. We need a gear set for rifles.
Control point nearby.
God, this little squirmy dude, come on. Oh my God. He's making it hard on me. All of these guys are. Why are they making it so tough? I'm gonna kill all of them so I can max out on my ammo here. So, see how it's not giving out any more ammo? Thinks we're maxed out. How dare you? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. So up to 18 with the pistol. All right, let's heal up. And then we got, see, look at all of that. We only get 47 rounds. So we're gonna have to use the pistol a lot. That's annoying. Really annoying. I hope they fix that. Something's got to give, right? Oh, really? Whatever with that grenade. Okay, so there's our proc. Reload. $9,052 on a non-elite, so that's good. 10 million on a purple. 11,300 on an elite. Cool. Should be good. In theory. So our only thing is the ammo, so I'm gonna switch now. Switching back. Got it. Oh, damn, damn. It's hard to believe they took us down, right? I mean, thinking about all the resistance we have. I don't know who it was back there. Somebody definitely with special ammo, but still. I'm impressed. That probably that guy. I mean, you think about that special ammo we had, right? And we were standing in the green shit and they still killed us? I mean, what's wrong with my build? I only got one red? Okay, we need a new chest piece. Let's top her off. What do you guys say? I'm gonna top her off. All right, hold on a sec. On the fly. Go to Walker. Weapon handling, headshot damage. Small loss and damage. That way. Otherwise, so we just gain more bonus armor. Otherwise, everything else will be the same. Just a small loss in damage. Yeah, so that's a problem with the directive. It just stops giving you more. So it's saying, I'm not going to give you any more than 52 rounds. So we got to get one shot with the head. Done. 10.4 on the body. Without trophies. No crit. So that's the kill shot. That's the most important shot, really. And that was with all trophies. So from that point forward, we now have crits. Not that it matters, but it's a little helpful. Hey, pendejo. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. You didn't like that. Pistol. Ammo. There it is. All that handling. Very nice.
I can't see him.
Oh, I forgot that weapon, the fireworks. I forgot to grab the old Carol. I meant to grab that today. I want to do that too. Just seems, you know, maybe we'll do it as the last day build to celebrate. Guys are still going, huh? Look at that special ammo hurts. I don't know why it feels like it's hurting now more than it was yesterday.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I'll switch to the Prophet too to see if it can work with this build.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
The problem with using the Prophet or any other one is that you would, it's the second shot. So when you switch out of your Relic, you don't, you know, you have to get one kill to activate Determine and then you move on. And so you're not getting much use out of it if you're not planning on sticking to it. But if it does work, you might decide just to stick to it and do the double rotation. I mean, just do a continuous rotation on your build. And if we do that, maybe that's another level of preserving ammo, because you're not only earning your ammo, but you're preserving it by rotating weapons. That could be cool. Let's go see if we can get that to work. Now, obviously I could just stick with this gun, but I know everybody doesn't have it. So let's switch over to the Prophet. And if the Prophet doesn't work, we can do the same thing with the D50. All right. So let's look at how many red stars we have too, by the way. We got 120. All right. Let's go ahead and head to this one. GB, what up, man? Yeah, it is bad, GB. So it's not like yesterday's build where we were using the rifle. So he's talking about the weapon handling. We're fully loaded, so you know there's no more weapon. We don't have any more weapon handling slots. So I got stability, I got stability, I got stability. Even the mag has stability. The weapon is maxed out there, and then we got weapon handling, weapon handling, weapon handling, weapon handling, weapon handling, and weapon handling. So it's everywhere, right? So we are maxed out on weapon handling here. I mean, there's ways to get a little bit higher, but it would at the cost of a lot of damage. And as you can see, we're right on the edge of where we need to be for damage. So that's where I want to live, is on the edge. So it's, so you just kind of got to deal with it. But the trick is to not pay attention to the crosshairs. So overlook your crosshairs, and what you're looking for is just that center point between the crosshairs, even if they're spread. You see that? And that's how you get her done. And now I'm active. Now I don't care, right? Why don't I care? Because we got Determined activated. And you got a big old fat giant target thanks to that. So our real problem is no longer weapon handling. Our real problem is ammunition. So, because you're gonna have to constantly deactivate that talent to pull in ammo. However, I'm thinking that if we just rotate in our pistol and if we can get it to work, then it not only it resolves our ammo issues from two directions. One, from the fact that you're using a pistol instead of your marksman, and the pistol regenerates your ammo or rewards you with it on kill. This fucker. Hold on a second. Oh god, he's still hitting me. You fucker. Why is he not? Get off me! Oh my god. It's always this fucking guy, huh? Look at him. He's still chasing me. I gotta get it. That armor kit on real quick. Hold on. There we go. That was annoying. All right. There we go. Active. Let's see if we got it. The juice? We do. 14 million. All right. So we got the juice. What I mean is the base damage to do it. To stick with the pistol. And then that's going to max out our armor. I mean, our ammo. And then every now and again, you just got to rotate it back in. All right, back to the marksman. 73 rounds. And we don't even need to hit in the head anymore. And if you're wondering what the advantage is, why don't you just stick to the pistol? It's the size of the mag. This allows you to do that. That's the deal. Where you could just stand in front of a door and unload all 20 rounds and not have to reload, but still get all your kills. Where if you're running, stand in front of a pistol, you know, one or two, even if just one or two bullets miss on a 6 shooter, you're gonna be reloading before you get that last guy. Especially if there's a heavy. We took out that boss like he was made out of gelatin and butter. So maybe when you're down to about 25 rounds or 20 rounds or so, that's when you start reloading with your pistol. But definitely, you just want to think ahead of your spawns. Try to get ahead of all your spawns, which is pretty hard to do when you're going this fast, I'd admit. So I'll switch now. Ooh, easy. Yeah, one shot. Well, if you still have Headhunter, easy, right? So it took a few extra shots in the beginning because we didn't have Headhunter. So maybe you should just start with your TAC 50 or your Relic. Where's everybody? So we started with the pistol, which was hard because I had to get like 5 shots out to get that kill. And it does depend on who you're shooting at. Okay, so switching. It's lame how it doesn't give us a lot of ammo. I mean, what the fuck? I got 2 kills, you know what I mean?
He's getting too close.
I heard her voice. I'm gonna actually try putting on a 40 round mag next and see if I can tell the loss of stability. Ah, get off me. All right. Hey, hey you.
Reloading.
Bro. Damn. He's zigzagging all over the place. Now who? All right. Jesus, they're fast. I can't even get them. So I'm thinking about that mag, you know, and so right away this gun's got an advantage because it's over the SVD, right? Because the question is always going to be like, why not just use the SVD? Again, if we look at the SVD, it's got, you know, pretty close to the same of everything. The handling's a little bit different, but it's stronger, right? At the very least, but it's got less rounds. That's all you can get is 15 on that thing. So the advantage is, one of the advantages is the extra 5. So I'm wondering, like, if I put on an extra, say 10 rounds, or maybe let's go at the full 20 and see if we even notice. And let's also see if that impacts our ammo regeneration as well, coming from the pistol, because for some, you get a kill, you only get like a small chunk. I think it has nothing to do with your mag size, but I just want to see if we can get that capacity higher. I mean, how lame, right? That's a lame sticking point between gunner and sharpshooter. But with that being said, we can toggle back to gunner. I know I'm going back and forth here, but go back to gunner. We lose 15% heads in stability, but if I don't notice the missing stability that I'm about to test here, if I don't notice it, then we can go back to gunner. So that's basically what I'm testing. What up, Dark? Yeah, Monday night. Monday night is when it ends. Midnight, Monday night, somewhere around there.
Hostile control point identified.
So we're testing negative 20% stability now. The idea being, if we like that, then we can run back to gunner and get more ammo regen when we're out of cover, and that'll be less pistol usage. It's a big mag though, right there. So basically what I'm saying is, like, what I would do is go back to, there we go. So we're proc. So once you get Headhunter proc, there's a hidden passive talent that's not written anywhere, so you're only gonna know this from experience. Is basically your handling gets tighter after your first kill. So every subsequent kill gets a little bit easier. So your first kill is always going to be your hardest, is what I'm saying. Now, determined makes your headshots even easier. Oops, I just hit the turret on accident. There we go. Get some more ammo while we're at it. See, we're already like 50 total rounds. Yeah, so it does. Those crosshairs don't like you to move. So yeah, first kill you got to be kind of precise. Hitting at 17 million right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Gunner. I'm gonna put on the stability mod. And then what we'll also do is compare it against the SVD on the run and see which one if we like better. Because again, we're not getting much value out of the perfect talent. Hardly anything. Down to our last 4 rounds. See that? Yeah, the ammo just goes too quick. You could just... So problem solved if you don't run the directive though, right? Sort of. I mean, you could at least go cut down your ammo. Well, you have the stash, the ammo caches to pull from, for one. And then you can minimize how much you use your pistol just by taking off Pistolero. But I like to get it to work with all directives just for the sake of doing it. And then for there, I'll leave it to you guys. Decide whether you want to run Pistolero. Super fast on the draw though, so I'm liking it. So that's just the only thing. It's coming down to the ammo. Now, the M1A is probably all around better as a concept, but more difficult to get to work. So that's the downside of the M1A. Is it's just more challenging because it's not as powered up as a base at the base of it. And so when I make that one outside of the event, there's a good chance that it will not have as much armor on it as a Relic version, I guess. Get off. Okay, let's get our gear. Make that final change and then compare it to the SVD. See which one we love.
Supply room access unlocked.
All of it's always the same action, no matter what sniper you're running. Even an all red, like an all red Nemesis build can't kill a tank or a chunga in a single shot. They require a headhunter proc on tanks, right? Depending on the color, it might require a full headhunter proc, like 3 kills or whatever, depending on your build, but minimum 1. So which makes a tank kill always 2 shots. Chungas are always 2 shots. It's really hard to kill a chunga in 1 shot. It's rare. Chungas are always 2 shots. Heavies are always 2 shots. So that's the thing. Like, when I see somebody come out here with a build that has like 60 million, 65 million, it's like, what are you doing with that? Well, you know, I want to be able to kill everything with 1 shot. Well, you're still limited as the same as a 20 million build is, or 15 million, right? Yeah, the helmet guys are still going to be 2 shots. Bosses are still going to be, well, you can still kill a boss in 1 shot, but if they got a helmet, you can't. And we got the heavy guys, right? The heavy dudes. You can get lucky with the Nemesis though. Warhounds and tanks and all that stuff, they're probably gonna be 1 or 2 shots. Either way, they're gonna require a stack, so multiple shots. So my point is that to get around that, there's 2 ways. It's just always planning though. So one is you can just avoid those guys and kill them last, because you want to maintain your headhunter. When I'm playing really fast, I tend to go that way. I'm playing really fast. I'll just save him for last, kill that guy last, you know? And that way I could take a couple extra shots and there's nobody else shooting at me in the back. You know what I mean? So the other way to do it is just to plan for it. So get a full proc, shoot that tank, kill it with 1 bullet. Then earn your procs again, shoot the next tank or helmet guy. So with the helmet guy, instead of trying to kill them all in 1 session, you know, it's basically what I'm saying is, you know, earn your headhunter, shoot the helmet guy, you break his helmet, you lost your headhunter. Now go kill a couple of more guys, turn your attention back to the headhunter, to the helmet guy, kill him with 1 bullet. So no matter what, it's 2 shots, right? No matter what, it's 2 shots. So, you know, however you want to go. But always planning, I guess, is my point. Just, it's even, like I'm saying, even if you're running all red builds, it's the same thing when I'm running the strongest Nemesis build. I'm like, there's a fucking helmet guy. I was like, I'm going to avoid him. Or I'll hit him now, then I'll re-earn my shots, and then my headhunter stack, and then I'll turn my attention back to him, finish him off, and maintain my chain kill. Or you could just focus on him. You know, it's the same thing, right? It's really the same thing. But it's just annoying. I know, it's annoying. There is, I think, a damage threshold on those guys. It's pretty high. You know what I mean? Like if you've noticed, like you can 1-shot, what's his name? Aggro by shooting him in the backpack. And I think you need over 50 million hit on that in a solo setup to do it. And then obviously if you're in group, it might be unachievable, but. Okay, so we added that, and then we want to put the other weapon as the SVD. So let's configure that. And then we're gonna put back on stability here instead of the 20 rounds. Boom. So that's compensated for a loss of stability by losing sharpshooter's buff. Now we're down 15% headshot damage, so that's the only thing we're gonna have to look out for. And I think we're gonna be okay, based on what we've seen. I wish I had better one of these. Is that the same thing? No. Technically, if you get rid of your marksman rifle damage and roll it all to headshot damage, you might be better off for your pistol's sake. Habsburg, so we're looking for full handling. No. Okay, we'll maintain. And so SVD, we're gonna have stability. We gotta keep the rounds here. We do have stability option, but we need the ammo. And then stability. Good. And then the Omega stability. So where are we looking at? The SVD is stronger, which might not matter at this stage. 260, 15, so it's a little slower. And the smaller mag. They both got damage targets out of cover. SVD is slower reload, and it's regularly determined. So the SVD's advantage ultimately is damage. Advantage is damage ultimately. With the Relic being faster also. So, and we don't necessarily need that damage, as I said, but there's the cadence of the weapon, and that's what we were actually looking at. So, also another way to make this build stronger, you can go Habsburg or Providence on the chest. Get that Providence with armor here. Which I would do if I didn't have, or if I had an option that allowed me to put armor. You could also go Araldi here, actually, if you wanted to go the weapon damage, and I might have that one, but I think it's also red. Let's see here. That's what I'm saying. That's the advantage. So there's an Overlord. That's the advantage of the sniper version over the rifle version. You got all these options. You know, so there's an Araldi, but I need the weapon handling. It's too important. Exclusive delivery. That one I could probably get to work right there, but I think I'm saving that one for armor. So in 10% marksman rifle damage is better than Walker, right? So Walker only gives you 5, that gives you 10, where Walker does apply to your pistol also. But so this would be better than Walker, but again, the weapon handling is just too important to me. That one's just not good enough. And then, I mean, I could go with that one, but we'd lose the armor core, and I like the armor core because that special ammo was beating us up. So, okay, so that's, I think, the only change we needed to make. So let's go compare those two. We got our ammo back, and yeah, let's keep that pistol for now.
Hostile control point detected.
How do you get the weapons line in the inventory at the top? This one? You mean like this? Options, and then I do new sort by new, if that's what you mean. And then I have the inventory view like this instead of the grid. So I got a list instead of grid. That's probably what you're asking. Some people do the grid. I don't like it. The grid is just too much for my eyes, and I make changes on the fly. So we got to earn our ammo real quick. Where this guy is. Oh, God, he hurts.
I've got nothing here.
Another voice. Come here. missed all those shots, basically. Fuck. She's so fast. I mean, I'm missing all of those shots on her. Think about that. My movement, I got handling on this build. Oh, they just stole my fucking kill. Where'd she go? I can't get her. There she is. Look at there. They're ignoring each other. Oh my god.
Serious trauma detected.
Oh my god. Who was that? Chaos. It's chaos. It's annoying. You'd be surprised how often that happens, actually. When you have all directives and you have to go earn ammo, it's almost the hardest part. At least for the builds I create. Like, when you go out there and it's like fresh, you have no ammo in any of your weapons and no regen, no nothing, you know what I mean? It's like the hardest part is that earning that first ammo set. Did we get some ammo? Yeah. Okay. Not a lot. Okay, we got a convoy coming in too, so it's gonna get real. Might as well kick it off, huh?
Reinforcements incoming.
Where'd they go? Shit. Nobody heard my flare? Cool. So we're gaining a little bit of ammo as we go here. It's kind of nice. Out of ammo. I should have used my pistol at first. It's an easy transition though. Ah, you dick. Sorry, I had an itch. Yeah. Now we're rocking. We got that 10% armor on kill too now. Not that we need it. Boss down. Easy. So let's see how our ammo is. 50 rounds. Cool.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try to minimize my pistol usage. You just throw out a lot of shots. That's the thing, you know? See there? Because that's what we're trying to do is spam that trigger. So maybe I'll just be a little cleaner about it until we get to a spawn door.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Reload that. There we go. See, there was a heavy right there. So took about 3 shots on him. But it wasn't a problem because you got the trigger speed to do it. No escape. Oh, why'd you not die in 1 shot? Ammo's looking decent.
Contacts.
Woohoo! Woohoo! He's hitting hard. All right. I honestly don't know why we're taking so much damage. I mean, we got protection from elites. I honestly don't know why we're taking that much damage. I mean, we were doing the same thing yesterday. We just died all the way. Ah, come on. We were doing the same thing yesterday. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm taking way more damage than yesterday. We got the same armor. Let me try upping our defense a little bit now. Let me try adding, okay, so I'm gonna reset that so we could test this. Let's try adding the Bellstone regen to the equation. So there we go. So armor, 1% armor regen, so we'll lose the 5% weapon damage. Let's see if we can get it done. That. And hopefully get a little bit more resistance. But I'm just amazed that we're just taking so much damage. It just seems weird to me. I mean, look, we got the full protection from elites on the bonus armor. You know what I mean? On 1.8 million armor. Like, why are we taking so much damage? We were killing fast, and each one of those kills is giving us 10% armor on kill. I don't know. It just seems strange to me. We've been doing this all week, so it's not like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going by feeling. And so, you know, like all week we've been doing this high armor, running gun, out of cover, no shield builds all week. So, you know, this one, when you can feel it, you know what I mean? You're like, wow, those other ones just seem to hold it down easier, or we're taking less damage is what I want to say.
From that fence.
Watch yourself. Setting up a turret.
Where is she now? All right. See if that helps.
Reinforcements en route.
Pistols are really strong. They're up there with rifles. So if you guys didn't know, a lot of people don't know, is that pistols get a 100% bonus headshot damage as a passive stat. So it's up there with rifles. And their base weapon damage is really close also. The handling isn't that good on this thing by default. Tell you, I mean, can you believe we're loaded max on handling? I mean, we're doing so much better with the Dread Edict. There we go. So notice we didn't kill him right there. So we might need a couple of trophies now because we added Bellstone instead of damage. So we were on the cusp before. See that? So 9 million. So not a problem. I'll slow it down at the beginning to gain 1% armor regen. 9.8. That's probably all we need right there. I bet you we're consistent now. Because 5% weapon damage isn't much of a loss, right? So not. That means after 5 trophies, you should be consistent. So it looks like we have about that now. And then now we got to apply the new headshot damage stack to be consistent, so it's not multiplying its damage based off of the last damage before we had the correct amount.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Leave him. Need the ammo. I actually hate wasting my ammo on this guy. Why are you still alive? Little fucker. So you need a good backup weapon here because... Is this head exposed? I can't tell. No. Because you don't want to earn determined here. Because it'll apply to his head, and his head is almost... It's the strongest part of him, actually. Oof, that weapon swap is really fast.
Incoming hostiles detected.
You're gonna jump down, aren't you? Yep. Ooh, why was that not a kill?
They flanked us.
That one's dead.
There it is. Yeah, I don't know if the 1% armor regen is essential, but it's an option.
That cover will help me flank them.
You know what I mean? Like, I think you'd be fine, all right, without it. Okay, let's switch to the SVD now that we got all our crap. So let me just grab some ammo real quick from this mofo. Let's just get the red guy. SVD in hand. Just proc it. 10-7 non-crit with a fresh trophy though. Let's see here. So how's our handling? 11-9 crit. So we're gonna have 15 in the round, and the mag now is a little bit smaller, about 5 rounds. Again, also not a game-ending situation, right? Like it's fine.
Oh no.
That's basically what we had with the M1A, anyways, right? We had 15 rounds. So what I'm looking at are the crosshairs.
This armor is gone. God damn it.
Yeah, it's like almost like the cadence. Yeah, we got to get a little more data on that, but let's look at the crosshairs. See the crosshairs right there? Okay, then when I stop, boom. See how the speed of that stop? So I'm walking, stop, boom. Okay, swish. Moving. Look how they're wider. Stop. So you see, it's the width. They go out further. So here's me looking at that wall there. But so the faster you go, of course, the wider they go too. So it's sort of hard to maintain my speed. It's a slow walk. Okay, switching. This is the Relic. Slow walk. It's close, but it's a little wider, a little shakier. That seems tighter to me. But they're close. So it's going to come down to mag. It's going to come down to mag. How useful is those extra shots and perfect determined and the faster reloads, a little bit faster too. But again, they're just really close. But we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. We'll get some more data on this next one, see if I can fill it out a little bit more. But the real issue is ammo. That's really what we're that's working against us, and that's not going to change depending on the weapon unless the weapon's accuracy considerably changes. All right, let's go test it over here. Oh, QZ, no, we moved on. This is a new build, Mosley. We're running a headhunter still, of course, but no, we're trying to find an alternate basically for the M1 ACQB. Now, the M1 ACQB I really like. Ultimately, I like it better because it handles better. It's the easiest on the handling part. So you can just take the shots at range. You're taking shots right in front of you. You don't have to worry about ammo, which right there is the biggest win for directives. But it's also an easy fix. You could just drop your Pistolero situation, and that's probably going to resolve you because you're going to have ammo dropping and whatever. But so technically the rifle is going to garnish you more XP per hour, which is going to translate to more gear, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to use the SVD, so let me put that in first slot here. All right. The problem with the rifle is it's more sensitive, so the build is just harder to make. In the end, when we turn off the event, this build will probably be able to have more armor. That seems like way more. Yeah, you see that? So that's standing still. It is worse. Look at this one standing still. I mean, those crosshairs don't even open. The SVD is definitely better. And from a standing still perspective, it's crazy, right? The crosshairs don't open. And if we move to the this one, the crosshairs do open. That's crazy. We're maxed out. Technically, we have more stability on the Relic. Because of the mag. So, because we had more ammo on the Relic, we were able to put the stability mag, which is not making a difference, really. However, again, it doesn't really matter because once you're out in the open, once you earn your talent, then you're shooting them in the body anyways. That's a pretty big target, but this still makes it easier to shoot in the body. Fuck. Yeah, the SVD is better from a weapon handling perspective.
Relax. I got you now.
What, is he bulletproof? He is. I swear shots aren't registering. There's no way I missed all those shots.
What is happening?
Reinforcement complete.
Give me a second. Watch your back.
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Detecting additional
Wow. Poor Relic. Poor Relic. You know what I mean? After all that attention it got, the SVD ends up being better. It doesn't really matter though, for your game. It's just sad that they come up with a named weapon that we don't have any find the value in it when you start analyzing it. Less misses, less ammo issues, ultimately, right? And it's just easier to draw. So you saw I just a minute ago where I was drawing shots at close range, and then I was drawing shots at range. So I was going back and forth and being able to land those shots in a single round, minimizing my waste.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Don't let them move. Got your back.
And so basically the Relic's only win is larger mag. That's its only win.
Think you can handle this?
And I'm happy with 15. There they are. Oh, one of them. Now who we shoot at?
Convoy detected.
Yeah, so this is probably the build. We got the Bellstone chest, and it probably works out because the even better with the SVD, because SVD's got a higher base weapon damage. So we lost the 5% weapon damage, and then we regained it because we selected a stronger weapon. Here, bossy, bossy. Damn. She's pieced out.
My armor's done for.
Oh my god, I better be able to jump over that. Okay.
Dead meat.
Ah, it's just me and you, huh? This is the hot box, bro. Come back here. Damn. She does not want to die today. All right. Cool. So I think we're done with this build. I love it. It's cool. I can go all day with this one. And again, the advantage is over the rifle is going to be, it's just going to be easier to make. But the and while maintaining more armor than what the rifle one will be once the event ends. But with the event on, the rifle build is better. The way we had it yesterday's build. Does that make sense? So it's like, so once the event turns off, the sniper version is going to be a little easier to assemble while maintaining a higher armor. If I'm saying that right. Because every little bit is needed to get the damage to where it needs to be. And so snipers bring in more headshot damage, and the gear that's given to snipers is stronger, especially with that two-piece hot shots. Not only giving you the weapon handling, but also the 30% sniper rifle damage. All right. What up, Giants fan? Now, this is a brand new build. We just created it, but the latest build I put out, which was yesterday morning, is pinned at the top there, Elusive. So check out that one. We'll also have a new build tomorrow morning, so look forward to that one. And that will, tomorrow morning's build will be my last published video for this event. We'll still create builds, but I probably won't have time to make a video for them and give you a chance to make them. So take advantage of the build in the morning. That'll probably close you out. I definitely recommend running it. Okay, let's save this and move on to the next one. Where do we want to save it? Let's see. remember what that build was. I'll just put it there. All right. So other weapons on the docket. So we're good. So we knocked down 2 weapons right there. So we did a Relic. We realized it worked, but we like the Paratrooper SVD better, even though it's got 5 less rounds. It's got way more handling. And also with its higher base weapon damage, it makes it a little easier to run that Bellstone chest, which is giving us that 1% armor regen. So cool. And then we loaded it up with weapon handling as much as we could everywhere. So the next weapon I wanted to try out, which is kind of crazy, is going to be the Tactical Super. Now, it's not a directive thing, so it's probably going to be pummel unless we figure out something else. But the Super 90's got a really tight spread, and it can also handle an 8x scope for an additional 30% weapon damage. And what I want to try is running it with 2 pieces of marksman rifle damage, of hot shots for that weapon handling. So before we ran it with braced and stayed in cover, and because we wanted that really fast reload, but also it gets a tighter spread from weapon handling. So we're gonna play into this a little bit. Probably the Memento's okay. We're gonna have to reset our, hold on, let's go back here. What up, Double Mike? What's going on, man? So I might start with Sharpshooter or the Nemesis. I'll probably just keep the Nemesis. So let's keep Gunner for the armor and kill. Take off rifles, put on shotgun. And then that should be good. Okay. So this one won't be a determined build because you can't put those on shotguns, although we wish we could. And then we'll run the Nemesis to proc Headhunter, so we're still going to go with that. And then we're gonna need to hit that 150% mark. Shotguns have a little harder time doing that on the headshot side of things. So let me see if I can get we probably don't need shotgun damage. We're probably okay there. Maybe that Providence will help. Where are we at right now? We're already at that's with the scope, but I might take the scope off. So let me put on stability. Cool. So heavy stability on that. And we don't really need the headshot damage there, I don't think. Let's go reload speed. All right. So that puts us to 110. All right. So we could put on probably a Providence at the sacrifice of armor. So that pushes us to 125. And I want to keep protection from elite mods. So probably a Providence down here. Oh, wait, we already did that. Sorry. Let's do the Providence there instead. And then we can run that Walker with armor. What does that give us? 125. Ooh. What are we missing? The weapon handling. Okay, so let's run headshot damage there. And then, so that's closer. 135 now. Damn, huh? So we got Habsburg, headshot damage. We got Providence, headshot damage. So there's no more headshot damage pieces. So that's fine. We'll just run the Walker. And then we'll change this. I was trying to keep the weapon handling, but if we can't do it, we can't do it. So there's headshot damage there. That takes us to 145. And then finally, I got to put that mod back on, which is 5%. Boom. And we should be exactly 150. All right. And then we're going to keep that protection from elites mod. That's the goal. All right. So full protection from elites. And then we got almost full armor. I can add armor here. We're at 769. I mean, that's pretty decent damage. And then we can get 40% from pummel. If you what was I gonna add? I forgot now. Oh, that's right. Holster, knees, armor. If we decide to run the shield, which wouldn't be a bad idea, we could put on firewall and then try to get some up out of that. And then I'm still gonna try the 8x scope because I kind of like it with the shotgun. It's kind of goofy, and that's sort of the fun part of this. Okay, let's go see if we can do it.
Hostile control point detected.
So this one, we're going to try to integrate the mechanic with the Nemesis, just to proc up that headhunter, and also for range. So that's going to be our range hitter. Where, you know, before we were running the MMR as our primary, so range wasn't really an issue. Okay, so there's our ammo. 36 of shotguns. Get some more. So we made a version of this build in the past. It's called the Surgical Super 90. And it was really fun. But we played with it from cover, and we ran the 8x scope with braced. And so what I'm trying to accomplish on this one is be able to do the same thing except play out of cover and with headhunter. So let's see if we can. Oops. Which one? Let's reload that. Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. Run! Run! All right. Let's hit that thing. Heal up from that. And go kill. All right. So far, so good. I'm gonna use a red, but that was a body shot. These fuckers coming from? So you see the range you get on it? So the spread is tighter on the Super 90. See, that's a 2-shot headshot kill. And so that's why I'm thinking about putting on the scope. Okay, we might not need the scope, but... And you're not really worried about precision. You either hit it or you don't. It's all right, because they're dying. You know what I mean? Like, don't stress out about it too much. Fuck, these guys are everywhere, man. They're everywhere.
Reinforcements in place.
There it is. All right. So you see the 2 million number? That is one pellet. That 2.8 right there, that is one pellet. Super cool. This is super fun. You could probably run Hunter's Fury 2 with this. But that's going to cost you some stuff. One is weapon handling, and you got to get that headshot figure. Now the M870 is pretty popular with this, with this concept, but a lot harder to use. It's got a horrible reload, and so this is basically what we've created as an enforcer, which is a shotgun you can't really get unless you refer somebody. So you want to aim kind of high, but not too high, because, oops, fuck. Got up. Where's his head? Ammo's okay. Oh, you fucker. God, why are you so hard to hit? There it is. Pretty cool. Easy to use.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, so Hunter's Fury is a possibility. I have to look at our stats here real quick. I think it's important to maintain that 150, but we're not using the good news is we're not using the Nemesis too much. We don't really need to. It's easy enough to just throw out a couple of shots. Let me put on this 8x scope. Let's see what that does. That'll allow me to put reload speed here. See, with the 8x scope, if I can run and gun with it the same, then what it's going to get me is more weapon handling attributes. I might even be able to put them on anyways. As you can see, you're not super zoomed in. For me, it's very comfortable to run with an 8x scope. It's actually almost easier, to be honest with you, because it's like you can be more accurate on that headshot because obviously you zoomed in. You know what I mean? I like it better with the 8x scope. I can already tell. I feel more precise with it. More surgical Super 90. Pardieu. Yeah, way better. Cut down our shots in half, basically. Oh yeah, this is a fun build. And we'll just have to determine, like, do we need Hunter's Fury? Do we want Hunter's Fury? We don't need the 20% armor on kill. So we'll have to look at that after I'm done here. Surgical Super 90 is back to attack. I want to hit his backpack. Oops. Hate that shock shit, huh? Yeah, real easy to use. Very forgiving. It'd be cool. I want to add more handling. That's what I'm going to do. I don't think we need all this damage. And the scope, which is cool about that, is because you don't need the scope, it's a preference. Use the scope or don't. Up to you. You don't like scopes? Cool. You know, but I like the doctor's home. You know, the doctor's home is one of those with scopes. And so I was one of the people that was like, no, I prefer it with scopes. That was a headshot kill. Right there. So the reason I originally made this build, it was an FU to the NPCs. All right. So
Supply room access.
because I was, you know, when you play and you're taking damage, you're like, man, somebody's really wailing on me. And the other day this just happened. I was actually way over here. Okay, I was right here. And I was killing somebody. I was focusing on somebody like right here or whatever. And I was like, man, somebody's just wailing on me. And after I killed the enemy, I looked around and it was an NPC way over there on that concrete block. And it was one of the ones with an M870 shotgun. And he was sniping me with it from way over there. One of the turret guys. You know, he was sniping me with his shotgun from way over there. Because I looked around, I was like, who's wailing on me so bad? I was like, no way. And so it was those kind of situations where I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it back. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it back. You snipe me with the shotgun, I'll snipe you back with the shotgun. And that's how this build was created. But anyways, we didn't have any ammo issues. I didn't pull out the pistol. Except for their earning of the original ammo. Ooh, look at that backpack. Ain't she a beaut? Problem is, Bloodsucker and the Memento for a shotgun build are pretty important. So let's take a look at the build real quick and determine if Hunter's Fury is a better play. Hunter's Fury is going to give you so it's not. So it's not. That's right. So that's because we're really after that 30% weapon handling. That takes 2 slots, and then Hunter's Fury needs 4 pieces. So you would need all 4 of those to maintain a thing. But we don't really need it, as you can see, right? You don't need a 20% armor on kill because you got bonus armor on kill plus 10% armor on kill. We don't even need that. We don't need a 10% armor on kill. We could run Firewall with the shield, but you know that green stuff and the shield kind of slows you down. We don't really need a shield. So I like the way we have it. So I think my thing is let's throw in some more weapon handling and see if we can continue. So let's take this piece and weapon handling, just tighten it up some more, and let's take this piece and put weapon handling there. And then if that works, we'll load on the Bellstone next, and then we'd have the ultimate build. And if that works, then we'll take off one of these 2 pieces, okay, and put on a second piece of Bellstone. So that's our progression step here. You understand what I'm saying? So then we'll end up with 20% armor on kill in case shit gets real bad. All right. That's a beautiful backpack. It doesn't matter. You can use Super 90 or Tactical. This one is a Tactical Super 90. I just like the look of it, you know. But I don't think there's a difference between any of the Super 90s. So, and if there is, it might be in what mods are available to you. But I haven't done a close-up on that. Yeah. Sometimes that's the only difference between 2 weapons. If there is a difference, it's because of maybe the barrel's longer on one or something like that, then there'll be a mod that you wouldn't have available in the other one. Not always the case, though. Yeah, that's a good point, Tidy. Really good point. I gotta tell you though, like I know that there's those I've seen the SMG Striker Hunter's Fury builds, and I'm not really that impressed by them. And the reason why is because your biggest asset is bonus armor, even with Hunter's Fury. You know, even if I was running a 4-piece Hunter's Fury, I still want bonus armor. I mean, because I like to run shieldless, I just do. But even if I'm not running shieldless, still bonus armor, right? And so, I mean, you don't have to, but you play so much faster and more aggressively with bonus armor. Like, if I could put a bonus armor on every build, I would. Even in my play for cover builds, like in Golden Bullet on my unlimited TAC 50 ammo build, I use Tip of Spear with Bloodsucker. And so I don't move, because TAC 50 is not really a run and gun thing, right? So I don't move. However, I still load up on bonus armor because then you can take damage while you're just sitting there. Okay, hold on. Let's get use the damage. You don't have to use it, but let's take her. Ah, the bad shot. Let's try him instead. Fucking ground shakers. God damn. Shaking grounds.
Identified.
There we go. That's all I was looking for. Get rid of that tank. That's what I'm gonna do. That warhound. So you see that? The warhounds are always 2 shots. You gotta count the shot you took, or more than 1 shot you took, to acquire the headhunter buff, right? So there's never just 1 shots. I don't think there's a build out there that can 1-shot those things. Not even an attack 50 build. You gotta earn that headhunter stack. See that bonus armor? You know, I love it. And again, don't worry about, you know, whether you're maintaining or losing your headhunter stack. Just get your kill, get your trophy, move on.
Answer me!
Enemies healing up.
What's up? I don't know why that was a kill. That was right on.
Let's see you run now.
Can't see through that green shit. Yeah, they're all 1-shot kills though. Just get the kill. Don't worry about the precision. You don't want him to escape. You know what I mean? Look, it's so easy to proc. Like, who cares? Let's not let this medic out or whatever he is. And so that 8x scope is 30% more headshot damage. I like it. It is worth it. I mean, that's 30% from a single mod, you know? And that's what, one of the reasons why I decided to do this originally. And remember, originally we were playing from cover. I was like, the Super 90 can run to 8x. Yeah, let's try it. Did I get it? There it is. And it's so fast, right? All right. And ammo, we're looking good. 149. That's because we're not using very much ammo to kill these guys. Easy peasy. Holy shit. It's better than I thought it would be. Really. It's like running brace, you know? I mean, we don't have to reload, right? We get that 40% bonus damage. You guys remember that, right? We're running pummel. So we're getting the reload plus that 40% bonus armor or damage or whatever.
This is it.
That's basically it. You gotta be loony to run this one. Another badger. Good crits on it. rogues. That'll be a good test for this one. The other thing to do is add, you could add more protection from elites on it too. That's another way to go.
Rogue agent detected. Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Rogue sniper turret detected.
Oh, she's in the yard. Oh, why is she damaging me like that? Oh, it's somebody else. Oh, it's his turret. Oh, that's mean. Get up there. That reload is so fast. Definitely helping.
Rogue fixer drone detected. Hostile fixer drone detected.
Oh, I hate their punches. Look at that reload. Fast hands. Oh, you should be dead. Whatever.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Damn, his speed, right? All right, cool.
Supply room access.
Got that over with. Test subject, badger, no. The Merciless rifle. I mean, anywhere where rifles, it's anywhere where rifles are set to target a loot. Chamerska. What are you competing against, though? I guess the Doctor's Home is the only other exotic rifle. Am I right there? I think so. I just got one the other day. Yesterday, I think that was. Consequentially. Okay, so our next test is going to be, we're gonna swap out that walker for the Bellstone Headhunter. There we go. And if this works, we're gonna change the knee pads too. No, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Wait. Which one's which? Good. Chose right. So one of these can go too. Probably the Provident. Doesn't really matter. Same thing here. And then that would give us another 20% armor and kill. Could be a little bit helpful for shieldless. I haven't seen the ninja bike bag drop Zephyr, but I heard people say that they have got it in our community. Yeah, I haven't seen it either myself.
Hostile control point nearby. Reinforcement complete.
Changing mag!
Get. Don't know how much. I can't move. Thought you could hide, son?
I'm gonna need a new vest!
That was a hit.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Going anywhere. Another shot and I'm dead.
Incoming hostiles detected. Supply room access unlocked.
Congrats. I don't think we could have pulled that off without you.
Oh, I'm sorry, King. I was just, yeah, sorry, I had my mic muted there. I was just saying that there's not much value in taking off the knees. The headshot damage drops too much. So we're gonna try the Murakami's, but to see if we can still get that one-shot kill. But with the event turned off, we're probably gonna need to go back to Providence.
Hostile control point identified.
I wish we had more crossover events. Wouldn't that be cool to have like a Rainbow Six event inside this? That'd be cool. I'm gonna try the Murakami's now. Go double regen.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostile.
Oops.
Reinforcements incoming.
Yeah, those crits are at 2.3. The crits on the head, it's pretty heavy. So even without the event, that means you're hitting at probably around 1.1 million per crit, give or take. Oops. And the quick succession of shots is pretty cool. I like that. And I think that's what you're really playing into, you know, is the quick double tap instead of trying to be overly precise. Just, you know, playing into your speed.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Am I though? Am I though? Kind of fucking with them. All right. Ooh, that felt good. This is fun. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with this one after the event too. We'll tweak it again. See if we can get as much armor on it.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
God damn it. Body shake, they're gonna get me. Thank God for that bonus armor, huh? Couldn't land a shot, taking too much damage. Should have been ours too. Just comes down to shooting first. Get that stagger position. Oh, you dick. That bleed, you lose a little accuracy too. Fucking frag grenades. Look at that fire. It's horrible.
I'll destroy it.
Uh-oh.
Guarding location nearby.
I love that pummel. The reload kicked in. With the town.
Gotta fall back! Get back! Get out there!
Why am I missing so much? God damn it. He tried. So what we got here. Oh, another combined arms.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Let's regroup.
Supply room access unlocked.
Still farming that Habsburg. It evades me. Yeah, we also have X Defiant coming out pretty soon. I think that beta is opening up, and they're gonna allow whatchamacallit, screenshots to be taken. So that means that game is closer than we think.
Civilians in danger.
They're all gonna come out at the same time, and we're gonna be annoyed. Heartland, X Defiant, boom. Mobile, boom. You know, it's like, oh. I'd rather they drip out.
Reinforcements en route.
You know that grenade was gonna be right on point, huh?
We lost one.
You want to get those turrets if you see them. It's also a good way to throw some trophies out there before you get going if you want to play it more conservative.
He's moving. I see him. Holy crap.
You fuckers. Coming down.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, again. That bullshit. Oh, double? Really? Fucking dicks. Double right foam. Same guy.
You're fucked. Deploying boom.
So we got the Murakamis on, I think, and I can't tell what they're doing for me. They hurting me or helping me?
Almost done with this thing. They won't be able to hide from me this.
Oh, what just happened? You see that? Oh my god. He fucking teleported. There it is.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, you like that?
A lot of kills in one spot. Let's give my character some little bit of time is preferred, because they always make you run back and forth on this one.
Heavily armored. Hostile detected.
Stay back.
Thought I saw a guy right there. Seeing things.
Come on already! Yeah, look at us! Look out for him.
Supply room access unlocked.
All right, I'm not sure there's much to do to this one. I mean, I don't really see the value in those knees. I mean, you could add armor and kill if you want. I don't really see the value in that either, but if you need it, go for it. Otherwise, I think we were okay with the Providence there. It's probably what I would just keep it that way. If you don't have the Bellsteel chest, just keep your Walker chest, or Providence is fine there too. But I found that part nice. And we never had ammo issues. If you want a shield, you probably have to take off the skill directive. Or just use it time to time as you pick up your components. Did I bring... I don't have the Merciless on me, so I'll have to go get that one. I guess we could try the Merciless, see if it's worthwhile. I wonder. Okay, let's go check out this Merciless. Damn, the fast travels. Servers are busy, I guess. Fast travel's a bit slow all week. All right, Merciless, here we go. So we didn't change much for this build. Actually, we didn't change hardly anything. It was just an assembly of pieces. So, but we will want to take off shotguns and put back on rifles in case we decide to go this route. Probably gonna go sharpshooter for the handling though. So let's activate that. Because rifles don't need ammo, we learned that, so sharpshooter is a good way to go for that 15%. Plus we'll get headshot damage, so that's a nice place to be for the Merciless. Put that on, move it to the first position, back up, we'll run. I guess the SVD, you can do anything. I'll run the SVD. Then we'll keep that profit pistol. We got the TAC 50 there. So now we're dealing with rifles. So we're gonna have to put on, or we want to put on, the Foxes. We're probably gonna have to power up. So that means Providence here. Maybe even with one red cord, and then Habsburg also. And then we want the weapon handling, so we're gonna have to keep that, but we're probably gonna have to throw on a headshot damage. So let's start there and then see if we can maintain our armor. So this weapon is less powerful than the M1A by quite a bit. What, half the speed? I mean, half the damage? Yeah, I mean, it's 100-something thousand less. So we might even lose our protection from elite mods. So, but it is faster, right? So there's that. Headshots. Let's start there. Start with their power. See if we can get her done. Then we'll load on some more defense. All right, that's good. Yeah, I don't really like it either, but we did find that the double trigger thing, we did find with hot shots, it does feel better. You don't even notice it. The last one we created for this was the Merciless, was the 3-piece Umbra with Ninja Bike backpack. We might even go back to that build. That could be pretty cool too. You'd have everything in there, maybe just armor it up, but that one's a crit based. We wouldn't have the bonus armor, but
Hostile control point nearby.
we need some ammo. There's some bad boys. So you got your variable scope on this one.
Reinforcements
There
incoming.
you go. I don't know why that purple guy's not dead yet, to be honest with you. Damn, it's a lot of shots.
Signs critical.
a lot of shots.
Reinforcements in place.
Can you slow down a little bit? Hold on. We can also try proccing it first, see if that helps us. But let's get our trophies up. See where we are in the damage cycle. It's not horrible. But what we're really comparing it against is that CQB build, right? Isn't that what we're doing here? I mean, I haven't even noticed an explosion yet, to be honest with you. I mean, I think we saw one. Where's the explosions? There it was, right there. I think.
What we wanted here.
27 rounds though, that's good.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Kind of cool. But what we haven't tried is proccing it, so let's do that. Here. Really? Fucking dick. Okay. Move, guy. God. All right. I don't know why we invited these guys to the party. Yeah. The problem is like you can't maintain that level of precision with this thing, so it might not be worth proccing early, you know what I mean, with the TAC 50 if you can't ensure your precision. It's almost out of your control.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Ah, really impressive.
Agent
Yeah, the Merciless sounds like a kid's gun, really, right? Doesn't sound intimidating. It's an annoying way to die. They were shooting through the curtain with precision. Took me out.
detected hostile supply convoy, heavily armed.
It's got a lot of handling. You just can't control it. The gun just has a bounce to it, you know? It's like they just don't want you to... Oh, really? Fucking A.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent killed.
I told you the hardest part is getting your ammo for the first time. Like, it is not uncommon for me to die going to get my ammo. I don't know why it's like the hardest part. So annoying though. Yeah, it's. I think it's just I mean, it's a multi-shot weapon. The problem is that, here's the deal, is that the problem with this weapon is that there's no damage talent on it except until you get to the explosion, right? So you're working off of that base damage and RPM, and that's it. Because binary trigger is saying, I'm giving you no benefit except for making you harder to land shots until you get to your 14th round. And then I'll give you a little kicker. But when that kicker happens on a stupid red guy that you don't need the kicker on, what a waste all that was. So let's just say, imagine this. Imagine you had, 5 red NPCs and you earned all your stacks on those 5 red NPCs, right? And then a little red, weenie little red guy comes around the corner and you shoot him and he gets the explosion. It's like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to invest any time in that weapon for this event. I mean, we have our build for it, but kind of know the outcome there. Let's go ahead and load on this bad boy. Get started with it. Why am I full? You out. You out. So the next series is going to be these 2 weapons. Let's start with the Bighorn. I kind of like the idea of the Eagle Bearer better, just so you know, because it's got a bigger mag and the immunity, which could be fun for this event. But this one at least gives you a bunch of headshot damage. So I don't think Headhunter is going to make sense for this. I mean, we could leave it on for a second just to see what it does. Because you are going to have 100% headshot damage, right? The weapon is got 215 at its base. And then you're going to get another 100 from the thing. So that's actually a lot of headshot damage. You might be able to get that thing to chain kill. Let's take this off real quick and put back on. I don't really feel like going into crits, although it's probably the better way to go. Let's put on let's do that. Weapon handling. We're gonna load up on weapon handling. Let's do that here. Because you're gonna need it with that thing, right? Yeah. Cool. Put a little. I'll have 1 protection from lead smile. Now where we at? 205. Seems very high, but let's go for it. We could probably load on more protection from leads, but it needs a lot of handling. So we ran this before with a ninja bike and striker and loaded up on the handling. But the Bighorn, I don't know about you guys, but it can kind of be annoying. It's a good gun, and I'm not saying it's not, but it's got a 40 round mag, and it's asking you to maintain headshot stacks that degrade basically like obliterate. And so it can be quite annoying. You're missing a lot of shots just because of the, headshots with an assault rifle, right? We got 100 rounds there. God, this guy's, I can't even see him. Okay, 285. Man, we're gonna burn through the ammo on this one, huh? I don't normally run Pistolero with assault rifles, so this might. And we are running sharpshooter still. We might want to go to gunner on top of that, but let's just test it out real quick. Let's get an impression. Yeah, so you can run the Merciless. It's just, it's not going to be better than any of the other rifles. It's just going to be kind of more gimmicky than anything, because you don't need the explosions when you can use a different rifle and just one-shot kill everything and without the explosions. And I'm all for doing something fun. I mean, I want to use the O'Carroll too. But the Merciless, it's just that binary trigger is kind of annoying, and I don't think anybody really likes the binary trigger. It's more like we're putting up with it. Look at that. They're gonna take our armor before we get there. All right, let's see what we can do. What's your shotgun over here? Already dancing on me, huh? I mean, that's with the handling, right? That's with a lot of handling. That's what's crazy. It's hard to handle. 105% stability, 70% weapon handling. And I think we need more. So this is one of the weapons I decided I don't like to speed it up. I don't like to speed it up. Speed it up means more misses per second, basically. And a weapon with a small mag, you know, it's not my favorite. And if you are gonna speed it up, I wouldn't go any faster than what Striker can do. So this is with Headhunter. Fucker. See what happens when we go and scope with this thing. So you get crazy damage lift off of that, right? Wow, maybe that's the way to go. Wow, one-shotting them. That's pretty impressive. So you have the option, right? It's 2 in 1. Especially when you get low on ammo. It's fucking accurate too, man. I mean, it is steady. And what's actually pretty cool that you have a variable scope, right? Not many weapons have that. Not many weapons have that at all. So, yeah, we like that. Let's see if we can take out this vet, work our way up. 14 million on the vet. Huh. Wow, it's kind of interesting. I kind of like it this way, but I never play into the scope on this thing. I was like, oh, it's about full auto, but the full auto, I already had kind of like, but first impressions on it, like, let's go. But you have the option in case somebody rushes you. Like, right there, right? Just like, wham. I mean, that's pretty cool, except you're not maintaining your headshot damage when you're in scope, or are you? I don't know why that's so hard.
Someone wants another act.
I don't know why she was so hard. So, what can be the benefit? I guess maybe you can take off all the headshot damage on your build. And get your stacks. And then just maintain your stacks. That could be and then load everything with weapon handling. That could be interesting.
Supply room access unlocked.
So basically, we already got that there. We already got that there. This one, we loaded up with technically more headshot damage, which is fine. But we could just put some. What else would we do there? I guess. Protection from elites wouldn't be bad. Bellstone. I guess what I'm saying is I think we'd be all right with just. I need to find another piece for this, but let's see what we got. Taking off the headshot damage and then doing something like maybe even 2-piece striker. or the other one might even be better. Whatchamacalled? Heartbreaker. But let's see here. And then just go into weapon damage. So probably go like that way too. Take off the Providence. Just go weapon damage. Just play into that benefit. Okay, so these two pieces we want an improvement on. And so I'm thinking like something defensive. I can go take off Pistolero while I do this test. So I can skip going out there. I mean, you thought you would run Chainkiller on an assault rifle. Not I. Okay, so we're looking for maybe like a Bellstone. Yeah, that's probably what would be cool. Is one Bellstone and then one Murakami, and I'll take the Murakami with weapon handling. That one, it is a red. It's fine. And then we could do protection from elites is the other way to go, but I think regen would be nice. And then the gloves. I think they're already in my bag, but just checking. Yeah, you'd probably want weapon handling and then armor regen, but I think it'll have headshot damage, but that's okay. We'll have a little bit more. And a little extra reds too. Which just might be, when you're scoped in on that thing, it might be sort of a play from cover. So there's that one. Just make that weapon handling super tight. And Emperors with, where'd it go? There it is. Can roll the armor on later. So weapon handling, 68%, 103 stability. So that's pretty good. Basically top, everything's got it. Except for the backpack. And then we got, put on all protection from elite mods. Yeah, that's good. If we wanted to, we could actually run the death grips here too, or a second piece of Brazos. So that'll also work. We'll keep it as it is for now. And then we'll see how we do with our armor.
Hostile control point identified.
Hulk smash. What up, man? Yeah, I'm running sharpshooter. That is giving us some more weapon handling while we can move with it. But gunner might work also, and then we can not have as many ammo issues. How are you over there?
Reinforcements incoming.
Gonna load up on headshots real quick. Can you believe we missed so much with this fucking gun? I mean, loaded it up with weapon handling. You think you'd be like, be able to take the hand off the controller and just let it do its thing. I mean, it's hard. It's almost harder to use maybe with weapon handling. Fuck. It's gonna not that good on the handling side. God damn. Give me something here. Look at that grenade. It followed me too a little bit. Fucker.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I don't know how anybody really uses this assault rifle. And we just loaded it up with weapon handling, and it's just like, it pulls in weird directions. It's kind of sad. I mean, why did they have to make it so tough to use? I mean,
Incoming hostiles detected.
I mean, look at that, right in front of me.
Assistance needed.
I can't get her. It's so hard. So hard to get her. And I want to go full auto so that I can load up on stacks. So that's the idea, is to load up on stacks real quick and then switch to the scope mode and then just pick them all off. But so max stacks is 50 and we're up 43. That was hard to get. It was hard to get those 43 stacks. Where's our base? Headshot damage at 125. So yeah, we do need those stacks to get the top tier damage. But we'll be okay without it too. Let's see, we're at 43. The degrading is a little bit not bad though. Great degrades. It's supposed to be 4 stacks per second, but it seems to be going slower. One-shotting elites. It is kind of cool once you get it and just kind of plant yourself and then just... It's got its moments. I think we're gonna need to add our armor on kill though, because your time to kill isn't as fantastic as those other one-shotters or even a rifle. Who's shooting at me? My own team? So we lost all our stacks somehow.
Heavily armored hostiles detected.
Knows what he's doing.
All right. You have enough? Yeah.
Hostiles from here. Shit, lost.
I'll deal with it.
I didn't. Did it proc Headhunter or not? Can't tell. Yeah. Let's see what we could do against this boss.
Firing RPG.
Kind of cool. It's got its frustrating moments. I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of cool.
Locking the enemy down.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
So I'm loading up on headshots is what I'm doing there, so that I can do the killing, activate Chainkiller ultimately. There we go. And once we have that, we're one-shotting elites. That's 13 million. It's actually pretty cool, that strategy. It makes you pretty versatile. So I mean, I think we can improve the build more. But it makes you pretty versatile to be able to go fully auto without switching weapons and losing a buff.
I'll secure that point.
See that? And then, you know, didn't go fully auto. Just aim high. Who's out here? That's a turret. Okay, so you can move and do it. And fully auto. Yeah. All right. I'm getting the hang of it. It takes a little getting used to. And then let's see. I didn't mean to scope in really. Meant to go full auto on the group, but too late. Full auto can be tough though. You see there's moments where it's just like, it feels like it's a little all over the place. I don't know why. Feels like I'm missing a lot. It might be the difference between having it procced and not having it procced. That proc being Headhunter. Because when you get Headhunter, it tightens your grip. Yeah, see now it's a laser beam. I don't know. There's something here, though. You know, there's something here. I don't know. I mean, it's a little oddball right now, but we might be able to turn this into something. I mean, I missed those shots, right? Like, what? But ideally, you do want weapons that don't use a lot of ammo. I mean, I turned off Pistolero for this test, but you know what I mean? For XP reasons. And that's why I go to pistols and shotguns. Rifles and snipers, because they don't use a lot of ammo. And SMGs and assault rifles are kind of my least favorite to use with directives. Obviously LMGs too. And that's because they use a lot of ammo, but their time to kill is nothing like the aforementioned weapons, right? I mean, pistols, 1 bullet, you know, rifle, 1 bullet. And so that, I mean, it's just dramatically different time to kill. And that alone changes your survivability. And so that's why they're my least favorite. Doesn't mean they're not possible, but for these events, you know, it would slow you down, which is why I'm putting assault rifles at the very end of our testing, you know, because they would slow you down on XP, and that wouldn't be ideal for what people are after, for people's goal, which is gear, red stars, red stars. Yeah, adulting is overrated, guys. This is adulting. Division 2 is adulting. Or is it adultering? Adultering? Yeah, so if we move this to sort of like a, you know, I'll have to think about this one, but if we move this to sort of maybe a more play from cover, because I could see my performance change as I was moving. When I was moving in vertical lines, you know, straightforward, then it was all very easy. But, you know, the instant the enemy turns left, things just go kind of to shit, right? And so, you know, so yeah, you know, I think there's things to play with here. Like run gunner. We'd lose weapon handling with that, but I think we're over the top anyways. But run gunner. I kind of like the Chainkiller thing just to keep it different. The headhunter. And then these are to toy with. We could also run a ninja bike and to hold behind cover and maybe add the striker. I mean, a striker headhunter build would be kind of nuts. Imagine that for a second. Right? So armor everything up on a striker build with Chainkiller, and what you'd go and do is fully stack, go full auto, build your headshot stacks and your striker stacks, which would be 100. That'd be easy, right? Because you got to get 50 on the head anyways, and some of those are going to land on the body. So you'd be building your striker stacks at the same time. You run a ninja bike. That'd be hard though. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a sec. No, that would work. That would work. And then take all those striker stacks and apply them to the head. Now there'd be a maintenance issue because striker degrades. So does the stacks off of the Bighorn, but maybe you'd only have to do that cycle a couple of times per wave. So like, you know, first half of control point, maybe twice to rebuild your stacks. And by that time, you know, the wave is over and then the second wave comes in. So, and then so that by running the ninja bike, you'd free up one of these so you could run all 3 strikers. So it'd be four-piece striker, 1-piece, 4-piece striker by definition, and then 2-piece hotshot by definition, and then 1-piece walker and get the damage to armor as well as weapon damage, and then of course the ninja bike backpack. That could be cool. That could be cool. And then run gunner, and then you'd be standing still. You'd be getting your armor on kill, and you'd have the 30% weapon handling from there, and then the other 15% weapon handling from striker. And then you could decide if you need more weapon handling sub attributes or if you want more headshot damage or something else. So it would be pretty neat build. Be a pretty neat build. Yeah, we'll have to toy with that one. Definitely off meta. But if we do get it to work, it might be the most interesting build for the Bighorn. Because I think probably we're all just throwing the Bighorn on the striker and then sometimes on Heartbreaker, and some people might even be putting it on Umbra. But it is the best on striker out of all of those I've found. And then anything outside of that just kind of falls a little bit flat. So if we get this to work, it's just like, it'd be interesting because it kind of plays into the scope, no scope concept. We're using its big game hunter talent better. As long as it's not annoying. But if it's unique and effective and fun, mission accomplished. So anyways, guys, I'll leave assault rifles for tomorrow and we'll get back to it. So I'm going to sign out now because I got to finish that build video for the morning. So look forward to that. Remember, the latest build video is pinned at the top of the chat. You can check that out now. Otherwise, look out for the build tomorrow morning. And then happy Easter for those that celebrate. Catch you guys later.
Tuxedo out.